To absolutely nobody's surprise, Donald Trump has once again sided with Russia in their refusal to release Brittney Griner, a WNBA star who has been detained in the country since February because when she arrived in Russia, she had a vape pen on her with cannabis oil vape cartridges, and they won't release her. The United States right now, of course, is working on a deal with Russia. We're going to send you a convicted arms dealer that we have here. You give us back Brittney Griner and, of course, a U.S. Marine that you've been holding on charges of, espionage, I believe. So you give us these two people. We give you your guy. Everything's cool. Donald Trump, in a recent interview, came out and said that we shouldn't be doing this because Brittney Griner is apparently spoiled and makes a lot of money, he said. Let me read these statements from Trump. I assume she admitted it without too much force because it is what it is, and it certainly doesn't seem like a very good trade, does it? Absolutely one of the worst in the world, and he's going to be given this freedom because a potentially spoiled person goes into Russia loaded up with drugs. By the way, it was 0.7 grams of cannabis oil in those vape cartridges. Griner went in there loaded up with drugs into a hostile territory where they're very vigilant about drugs. They don't like drugs, and she got caught. Now we're supposed to get her out, and she makes, a lot of money. We're supposed to get her out of for an absolute killer and one of the biggest arms dealers in the world. Killed many Americans, killed many people, and he's going to get a free card. So you're siding with Russia. Russia doesn't want to release Griner. You don't think Griner should be released. And again, this isn't surprising to anyone. Now, I can't help but wonder how Donald Trump would feel if this was a white woman being held over in Russia, because of course, Brittney Griner, African American. So, Trump's response becomes even more obvious at this point. It's not just about siding with Russia. It's about him trying to paint this black woman as, in his own words, being loaded up with drugs. 0.7 grams of cannabis oil, which, by the way, is legal in her home state of Arizona. It's legal in many states across the country. She forgot she had it with her. She even, though, had a doctor's note for it. So even when she went into Russia, even if she didn't mean to bring it, she still had a doctor's note saying, yes, you can have this. This is for medicinal purposes, which again would also make it legal throughout most of the United States. She is not a criminal. She is not a drug trafficker. She is not a mule. She is not a spoiled little rich kid either, Donald. She is an American that made a mistake and deserves to come back to the United States instead of spending the next 10 years rotting away in a Russian prison. And whatever we have to do to get her back is what we have to do. Same thing with U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, who's being held, by the way, for 16 years on espionage charges. We need our Americans back. We need to get them out of Russia. But Donald Trump, being the guy that he is, will always side with Putin. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.